Hi, I'm Iris Matthews, a romance author. Last time we talked about story structure. Today, I want to examine the story structure found in Lisa Kleypas's 1994 novel Dreaming of You. This is part of our deep dive series, so I encourage you to go back and watch the previous videos. Dreaming of You opens with our third person omniscient POV, bouncing back and forth between our two protagonists, Derek Craven and Sarah Fielding, as they pass each other in a rookery, or a rundown area of London. The novel takes place in the Regency era, circa 1820s. Sarah is researching for a novel and is a bystander when Derek is attacked. In what is known in writing as the inciting incident, Sarah saves Derek, and we have what is called the meet cute in romance circles. This novel opens with a bang. Romance authors are often encouraged by literary agents and readers alike to get their love interests on page together as early as possible, and Lisa Kleypas doesn't disappoint. From here, the two spend small amounts of time together, and we know there is growing attraction, although it is unclear to the characters themselves that this appeal is reciprocated. There's also resistance and barriers because Sarah is awaiting a proposal from her childhood crush, and Derek believes he is too jaded and corrupt for the likes of Sarah. Then Derek forbids Sarah from attending a masquerade at his gambling club, but with the help of a mutual friend, Sarah attends anyway for research. The love interests have a passionate interlude, but Derek discovers her identity just before they are interrupted. Sarah leaves the club with Derek's rival. When he learns this, he chases her and then rescues her. They exchange a few moments of vulnerability, but ultimately agree to go their separate ways. At this midpoint, the pair is broken up, so to speak, but they've both been irrevocably changed. They meet again at the mutual friend's country party, yet Derek continues to resist any relationship despite one of the barriers, Sarah's expected engagement to her childhood sweetheart, being cast aside. It isn't until Derek's hand is forced by a compromising situation that he relents and the couple marries at about the 3/4 mark. Nonetheless, Derek struggles to declare his love. Then an antagonistic villain steps in to exact revenge against Derek, and he believes he not only has lost his gambling club, but more devastatingly, the love of his life. Meanwhile, Sarah has saved herself at this time. And when she appears before Derek, we finally get our happily ever after, or HEA. There is an epilogue that shows their enduring love. Structurally, what's going on here? Dreaming of You lands Gwen Hayes' Romancing the Beats and Pamela Regis's 8 Elements of Romance, but it remains unique, like most Kleypas novels, because it reorders the breakup, and instead, in the third act, we get a calamity or a bleak moment that pushes the male protagonist to transform and grow. Now, I can't take credit for the phrase third act calamity. I learned of it over at the Fated Mates Discord from another new writer. But this bleak moment is different from the breakup because it is an external force rather than an internal conflict between the pair that causes the all is lost point of ritual death, dark night of the soul angst. Why is this so important? If you remember from my last video, there's more than one right way to structure a story. Lisa Kleypas has tapped into a fresh approach, and she's been using it for more than 2 decades. It is the structure that I strive to emulate, and I encourage you as readers and writers to think about story structure. Think about when things are different and when it really works. Thanks for joining me.